A lot of people don't know about this, some people do. This is by far the easiest, fastest, and safest way to cut a band. You need to learn how to do this. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. It's probably one of the most valuable things you can ever learn as a sawmiller or band miller. It will save you a lot of grief in the long run. All it takes are two little, got this big old cypress log I'm going to saw up, but it's got, the guy who cut it down didn't cut all the limbs off completely. I mean, it kind of looks cool, but they're sticking out way too far to be usable. I mean, that's 4 or 5 inches. So I'm gonna get my handy dandy limb saw working here. So I'm gonna get my handy dandy limb trimmer working. You can buy these at Walmart. The Woodmines are Super 70. And I'm gonna get to trimming limbs. I mean, yeah, I could use a chainsaw. So let's trim this thing real quick before I start sawing on it. Get nice and slow. I don't want to cut them off too far. Kind of ruin the whole live edge thing. These things will hang on your hydraulics if you're not careful. The other thing you might notice is I'm actually got it held up by the tooth plane and the log turner. That's holding it up, that's pushing it in. It's off my toe board here, so I can't use it, but this is about the right angle I want to saw, and I've got the stress oriented as well as I can. So let's take a couple off this guy. Wide head sawmill. That's what you want, right there. Go real slow. I don't make the blade come off. You hit these weird knots and stuff. All right. And that one looks pretty good. It has a pretty good cut on it. Have to see here. I mean, it's going to be a live edge slab. It's supposed to be kind of funky looking. Got to go slow on these. So many weird things going on. All kinds of smut and stuff coming out the back side here. I don't think you can see it. And I've got my blade guide really wide open. So the band is not really being supported, but I need to do this. Take another about 20 inches high. Get it nice and soft. There's a time to saw fast and a time not to saw fast. Let's pull these guys off. Again, you want to go nice and slow when you're doing this. You got so many knots and changes in log density. Looking to make sure I'm going to clear everything pretty tight. This is why you buy LP70 wide. Got like a ½ inch of tear right there. Bark getting slung everywhere. And I got to deal with this same thing on the other side. That looks good though. And I got the juvenile core perfectly centered, as it should be. This big piece on both sides, or both ends. You gotta make sure I don't trip over that. I should have put those log loader arms down. See that? Oh, right there. We're gonna turn this into a big old mantle. Now I'm probably gonna cut it, and this stuff looks really good. A little too much sawdust, not too much because I'm going slow, but when you get all this weird activity on the edges and stuff, it can really bite you if you're not real careful. Crash a blade guide arm, or throw the band and ruin the board. I mean, this will sell well. And that's what the pretty ones look like. I mean, that's gorgeous, big and wide, almost 30-inch wide. Some days you hit a nail, some days bad things happen, someday a band just pops and you got to remove it from your sawmill. And I see a lot of people online or on forums talking about using a side grinder, an abrasive wheel, to actually grind through it. Don't. That throws sparks everywhere, right? Very dangerous. I mean, what would it happen if your insurance guy saw you doing that? I've seen other people that tried bolt cutters. I've done that. Typically though, the hardened teeth will break of the bolt cutters, will get ruined on the hardened metal of the band. The key though is to realize that the band is a high strength steel and it's relatively brittle. So if you can flex it or shear it, it's gonna break. So I'm gonna show you how to do that real quick. It's probably one of the most valuable things you can ever learn as a sawmiller or band miller. It will save you a lot of grief in the long run. All it takes are 2 little crescent wrenches. And yeah, you need to learn how to do this. So let me show you what I did. I didn't actually film it, but I'm gonna do a recreation. You get 2 adjustable wrenches like this. You set them to be just wider than the band. We're gonna make a sheet metal shear. We're just gonna twist them. We're gonna get as close as we can get and just twist them, and that'll cut the band. This is by far the easiest, fastest, and safest way to cut a band, especially one that's freaking jammed in there. You're adjusting it. You want it to where it just slides over the body of the band, and then adjust it down tight. Get the other one, do the exact same thing. Get it in there, adjust it tight. I mean, you want them gripping that band, because remember, you're trying to make basically a shear. Hold them together, give them a twist, and that easy. And that easy. Let me show you what it's doing there. I stopped halfway, but you can see where it's shearing that metal right there? See how easy that was? I mean, you can see the crack. Yeah, okay. That's how you cut a band. There we go, we got it out. Ta-da, a fending piece of band. All right, I got it in a vise here. Kind of make it a little easier to film. That easy. That is probably one of the most important tips I can give any sawmiller. Now, I mean, you guys may be doing it already, but I know there's a lot of people that aren't, and it's that easy. Yes, there's other ways to cut a band, and yes, a lot of those other ways are pretty inconvenient, and it really just boils down to that most of life's problems can be solved with a couple of crescent wrenches. Hope y'all enjoyed this, and we will see y'all next week. Thanks for visiting our sawmill. Click on the links above to see more of our videos.